Hello, Soul Family. I love you all. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. Today, the topic we're going to discuss is altar work. And I'm actually going to, for the first time in a very long time, show off a few altars within my sacred space. So, the importance of altar work. What does altar work give to you? So, when you actually take the time to set up an altar, you are taking a certain area within your home or outdoors or wherever you're actually making this altar at, and you're making a sacred space for you to connect either with deities or just to perform your magic, also to connect with your ancestors. There's many different types of altars, and I'm going to discuss a couple of these things today. So this here is actually my main deity altar. I have a lot of the Egyptian pantheon here, and just the symbol of the Baphomet, and a few other little toys and dragons and such. Up behind I have some sigils, some of the deities I work with heavily. And this is a space that specifically I come to when I am connecting with most deities. I'm going to zoom around here across to the other side of the room because these are most of the deities that I work with. I will work with here. But I also, across the room completely, I have another altar set up for the Eastern deities that I work with. I have Ganesha here, and then further down on this altar, I have Krishna, Buddha, and Kali Durga, another Ganesha. But this altar here is where I would work with the Eastern deities that I work with throughout the Hindu and Buddhist, Hindu pantheon and Buddhism with Buddha. So this would be the space that I connect with the Eastern deities. I'm going to turn to my left here, and this is my main ancestor altar, and this is the space where I actually connect with my ancestors the most. Over here I have all of the pictures of my ancestors who have passed, and my best friend and roommate's ancestors, and also some of our friends who have passed away. This is just where I connect with their direct image. And then I also burn candles for my ancestors daily here in the very center of the room. Over here, this is my best friend's altar. This is her personal working altar, and also she keeps her deities on here as well. So hers is a personal working altar and deity altar in one. Very beautiful setup. And then I'm going to move over here to my main personal working altar. And this is where I do pretty much all of my workings. Any spirit evocation, any type of magical operation, I will be performing it right here for the most part. And I absolutely love this setup I've got here. I keep this to cover my scrying mirror when I'm not using it. But I have a very big black scrying mirror in the center here, and then surrounding me I have these other full body mirrors on either side. And for the most part, I will put my spirit box on the altar as well when I'm communicating with ancestors or anyone who has like recently passed. But this is a little picture of me, little baby me, cuddling up with some teddy bears. Put this up here on my personal altar to connect with my inner child, because connecting with your inner child is very important. Healing that inner child that has went through so much throughout life. But I keep that here to remind me. Keep all my ashes from all the petitions I've ever worked in the past few years. Some of my spirit animals, horses, on these altars, my singing bowl. But this is where I would charge any talismans, charge any items, any food or water that I'm actually charging or blessing before eating or offering to the ancestors. I'll also show this. My chalice for the water element, and it is full of my blood from all of the rituals that I performed. Significant little amount of blood, but like I said, I've worked with hundreds and hundreds of deities, and you know, it collects over time. But this is just a basic breakdown of altar work. This is a place where when you're performing magic, you are completely charging this space with energy, and the more that you actually do altar work, the more easily it will be to connect with and get into that trance-like state, and to be able to change your brainwaves so that you can tap into the deepest recesses of your subconscious mind, because it's built up so many of those etheric patterns from the repetition, and it definitely builds up energy and makes it much easier and simpler to perform any sort of magical operation that you're trying to, or not trying, but you are performing. I think that's about all. Oh, yeah, and then also got some crystal altar area where I just have tons of crystals to also kind of help charge the area and hold a lot of those etheric patterns and energies that that you know you're building up over time. Coexist, ladies and gentlemen. We need to all come together and understand that all spiritual paths lead to the same place. We all came from the same place, and we're all going to end up in the same place. So we just need to learn to live with each other, love each other. I think that's going to be about it for this video. Make sure to make an altar space if you can. I understand that some people can't, you know, the place that they're living, they don't have a space to actually set up an altar or anything, or maybe they're living with family members or parents who are Christians or any other religion that doesn't, you know, agree with altars, and they can't actually have them out in the open. And for that purpose, you can have small personal travel size altars where you can carry everything that you need in like a small case like this, and be able to just fit it right under your bed, and put all the items you need, all the herbs and Palo Santo and resins, just basically anything, candles. This is mostly my resins and herbs and stuff for burning, but then also place holding candles and stuff so that you can take it on the go. You know, even if you are able to have an altar on your house, having a small little travel altar comes in convenient, especially if you're going to be practicing magic with friends or anybody, or you're going to be performing magic outdoors. It's very convenient to have that quick little travel altar on the go. Keep it in your car. You know, keep it in a backpack or something like that in your car, so that if you're on the go and the need arises, you feel the need to actually perform some magic, you got everything you need to go. And also, really, at a deeper understanding, you don't even need any of these implements to perform magic. All that you need is your mind, your consciousness, your visualization. You're connecting your emotions and your energy, awakening the Kundalini, straight up chaos magic. But having some of these items helps us to give a symbol for the mind, because remember, the subconscious mind is a symbol-based operating system. So it helps to give a symbol, an image to direct that energy towards, and to build the etheric blueprints within your consciousness. And before I end, I'm going to go with one of the most important altars, and this is your inner altar. The altar when you go within, and your sacred space. I'll actually make another video going over the technique. I believe it was from the Magician, of how to set up your inner altar. But technically, you can set up your inner altar any way that feels most comforting to you. Most would say to have the encircled cross, because it's such a universal symbol, which is basically just a circle with a cross connected to like the 4 fixed signs of the zodiac. But basically, you want to have like a doorway or something to enter in within your mind's eye. Have some doorway or gateway that you enter within, and then have a sacred space where you have an altar within your mind, and give this place to go to anytime you're meditating, anytime you're doing any sort of visualization or inner alchemy, inner magic work, because everything starts within. Tapping into the subconscious mind is the way to change this realm. Manipulate your subconscious and become Neo within the Matrix. I think that'll be about it. I'll probably make another video breaking down more details on individual altars and altar items and deity statues, much different things. But I think this is a good basic video to give you an understanding of what altars are, all the different types of altars, your inner altar, traveling altars if you can't, you know, have one out all the time, and then your personal deities, ancestral altar, many different types. I love you all. Hope everyone has a wonderful day. I'm about to have to run out real quick. My girlfriend just got off work, so I'm going to jump off here, and I'll make another video for you guys very soon. I love y'all. Peace.